Welcome back. All right. Yeah, so he left and I, slept and just called it a night, kind of thing. And Saturday, I have literally zero plans. Like Hot Mitch, who had been messaging me like a little bit during my stay, like never came through or anything. So, which I'm like, to be expected. Like, no offense, Hot Mitch, like you are hot and I bet you're really cool and you're really fun, but like you're unreliable. You know you are. You're totally unreliable. And you think that you would be just kind of like fawning and fumbling over yourself to like actually meet up with me. Like, giving you an opportunity here, bud, and you don't deserve it. But it's all good. Things happen for a reason. So Saturday, no semblance of a plan. Don't have anybody. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know how to get around. GPS does not work like worth a damn. It just doesn't. There's too many tall buildings. There's just too much. So all I wanted to do was get some food at breakfast at Tiffany's because I thought that sounded like just so cool. I love that idea. It was only like 20 minutes away from me. It took me probably like an hour and 20 minutes to find it because I don't know, I was just overwhelmed and confused and whatever. I started figuring it out though. Like, I have a pretty good idea now. Like, just, looking at the map, reading the roads, like, I kind of get a good idea. So if I go back, it will be a little bit easier this time for sure. So I did find Tiffany and Co. Breakfast at Tiffany's is inside Tiffany's. Didn't know that. They have like a security guy at the door. There's a bunch of dudes in suits with like cables and shit, and like people all over the place just waiting to like serve you these expensive goods. And the guy at the door, Tony again, shout out. I've already shouted him out. Tony, thank you so much for your kindness. Really, truly. And he was like, "Do you have a reservation?" And I'm like, "No, didn't know I needed one." And he was like, "Yeah, you need a reservation." He's like, "You can go up there, you can take pictures, you cannot do videos, you cannot do FaceTimes, like don't do any of that, but you can take photos." And I was like, "Okay." So I go upstairs and there's people literally who are like opening elevators for you. Like, this is a fancy fucking place. Like, I'm surprised they let me in. But, yeah, so I go upstairs and it was gorgeous. And I did take like one picture and I kind of looked around a little bit, but I mostly was just like, I'm so hungry and I want to make a reservation here, and the internet is not working well at all. So I'm like trying to use the thing, finally get through, and yeah, they're booked for the day. There's no way. So I was a little bummed out. Went back down. Tony's like, "Oh yeah, did you get some pictures?" I was like, "Yeah, I got a couple," and I just showed him the couple. And he's like, "Well, do you want a picture in front of the building?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, if you don't mind." So he took a couple pictures of me, which was really sweet. And he's like, "Well, do you want a picture inside?" And I actually really, really did because it's so magnificent. But I was so hungry. I was just like, and that's exactly what I told. I was like, "I would love to, but I'm so hungry." I was like, "Where can I go around here that's nice, that I don't need a reservation and I can get a mimosa?" I want a mimosa so bad. And he was like, "Quality Italian." He's like, "Literally, it's like 2 roads down. You can't miss it. It's got a big old sign on the side of the building." He's like, "They have brunch there and they've got amazing mimosas." And he's like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Who are you with?" And I was like, "No one." He's like, "Why are you by yourself?" And I was like, "Nobody wanted to come with me or could come with me." He looked really concerned, which again I thought was just so fucking sweet. Like, so sweet somebody gave a shit. He was like, "Look," he's like, "you just go straight down this way and it's right there." And he's like, do you get it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And he was like, "Come on." So he like walked away from his duties, which I'm sure he can get in trouble for, walked away from manning the door to like go down to the end of the block with me, and he like points straight at the building. He's like, "Right there." So, really kind. So I walked down there. I did find it, and it was so magnificent, and again, so fancy. Like, they have like a maitre d', they have like a host. Like, it's just, the building's gorgeous. The menu is just so many fabulous Italian goods. I didn't even know what most of it was. The waiter told me. He was a really, really top notch waiter. Like, this place was, it was nice. It was really nice. I spent between my meal and the tip like $158 just for me. So it's no joke. The pasta, the black truffle pasta that I got was like $48. I got like a blood orange sorbet. Ooh, new favorite treat. Ooh, so good, so good. They did make me a mimosa. That wasn't actually on the menu, but they made me one. Very good. I had some kind of like prosecco, I don't know, kind of wine. I don't know. It was a really good wine. It was like $28 for just a glass. So like it was fancy. And they treated me so well, like really, really well. They were cool. They were talking with me. Luis, the maitre d', he let me plug in my phone. I was so afraid of running out of juice, and I really, really needed my phone in this situation, especially having nobody. So I wasn't able to like film the upstairs where I actually ate. I didn't film like the meals that I had. I really, really wish I could have, but I just having that phone charged was more important than showing, what I was doing. So yeah, really great place. Um, Times Square, whoa, chaos, amazing, so fun. Buskers everywhere, mascots everywhere, scammers everywhere. I got guys, and I'm gonna have to stop this again because we're getting long. But so much happened, so bear with me, okay?